are you? Gonna wait for a couple of moments. Hello, birth guy. Gonna wait for a couple of moments for people to join in today. How are you? Happy Sunday. Hello, No Makeup 3. Thanks so much for joining. Hello, House 13. Awesome. Thank you for joining. Thanks for the heart. So glad you guys are tuning in on this wonderful Sunday afternoon. Hello, No Makeup. Hello, birth guy. Thanks for joining. Just have some quick mama tips. Hello, Sarah Best. Hello, Yang Lee. Thank you for joining. Today we are talking all about mama wisdom. Hello. Oh, thanks. Love the title. Thank you. Hello. So, how's everyone's Sunday? I love that you all have popped in. Hello, Sarah. Thanks so much for joining. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Brooke-Sidney and my company is called Bella and the Babe, and it's all about empowering authentic mothering. And today I wanted to jump on really quick because it's a beautiful Sunday here in Los Angeles and talk about some quick mama wisdom for the day. So I'd love to know where everyone is scoping in from really quickly. Definitely type it in the box. I'd love to know where you're coming from. I am in the beautiful Los Angeles, California. I think it's about 80 degrees. Birth guy says, I'll be in LA in October 8th through 12th. Yeah, we should definitely get together. So you're from San Antonio. I love Texas. Sarah says she's from Toronto, Canada. Yangling says, number 1, love yourself. Spend 2 minutes in the mirror, eye to eye with yourself, and 3, this scope will rock it. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Berena Bass G joined. So I'm so glad that all of you are here today, and I won't make you wait. I'd love to jump into the content. Let's see, birth guy. I'll be working with Club Mommy. Awesome. Yes, I'm very familiar with them. Great. We will have to connect. Definitely. Let's connect with me through Twitter, Carmel Bella, on Twitter, and I think I'm following you too. So I'd love to connect with you and Club Mommy in LA in October, because that's where I'm at. So really quickly, we're going to talk today about some great quick mother advice, and all of this came up. He says I'll do daddy workshops and breastfeeding workshops. You go, birth guy. I love hearing dads that support breastfeeding, because that was a really big part of my experience. Capture Reality, thank you so much for joining. So I have 3 quick tips today, and I really want to hear yours. So yes, if something that I say resonates, please give hearts. You just double tap on the screen, tap. If something that I say resonates with you, or you find value, or even makes you go, right? Makes you pause and question. And for those of you that are listening on the replay, you can also tap and give hearts. So the first bit of mama wisdom that I wanted to share today is go with the flow. Now, I'll tell you a little story. Yesterday, my son woke up with a low-grade fever, which I'm attributing to teething. He's getting in a lot of new teeth, and I had big plans for yesterday. Yesterday was like Saturday. We were going to go to the park and run all these errands. And in the first instant, I was like, oh no, right? Mama has things that mama needs to do, right? But in the second instance, I realized, I said, you know what? We really need to just go with the flow. Not just the fact that he's sick, or not even really sick, but just has a low-grade teething fever. But it's more that it's life becomes so much more enjoyable when we just kind of let it go sometimes. Just let life flow. Put our best laid plans to the side. I know everyone has heard that expression, if you want to make God laugh, then you go and tell him about your plans, right? I think that's hilarious. It's something famous. Some people have attributed that quote to Woody Allen. Some people have said it's a Yiddish proverb. Whatever it is, it's very funny and has some truth to it, right? Go with the flow. Thanks, True Beauty Coach, for joining. Go with the flow. I would say No Makeup says yes, laugh out loud. Isn't it funny? No, it's when you, especially those of us, hello, True Beauty, hey. Those of us that are, I think, try to have very intentional days where we plan out our days, or we set our intention in the morning about how we want our day to look and flow. And then, as mothers, I really feel like our life all the time is not our own, because we really take care of our families, especially our children. So if they have a bad day or they need extra care, or, you know, you can sometimes tell when today is going to be the day when you need to take things slow. And yesterday was one of those days for us. So it just reminded me of one of my own pieces of advice that I had to follow, and that is to go with the flow. And that brings me to my second piece of advice, and this is advice that was passed down from my grandmother and my mother, right? And it's, this too shall pass. So whatever phase of motherhood you're in, whatever phase your children are in, all of it will pass, right? Like, you might be in the phase of getting no sleep, or you might be in the phase like in infanthood, or you might be in the phase of like the toddler tantrums where, you know, you're not sure if you can go to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's because your child might fall out, right? Or you're in the phase of like the teens where, you know, nothing that you say is something that they want to hear, or, you know, or you're in the phase of like when your children are starting preschool and school and you feel heartbroken because now they're away from you all day. Like, there's all these different phases, but all of them pass. And that's good and that's bad, right? Like, it's just all a part of life and all a part of the flow of life and the change of life and the beauty of life. So I always think when the moment is beautiful, I try to treasure it because I know that it won't last forever. And when the moment is tough, I tell myself, and this too shall pass, right? Like, it could pass today, it could pass tomorrow or a week, but I know that the moment is always changing. So it's really, I think it's really good advice that was passed down from, like, I feel like my mother and my grandmother. My grandmother would always say that. And the last piece of advice, No Makeup says, I'm in toddler tantrum and pre-K for it all came so fast. Yes, No Makeup, that is so true. I'm in toddler tantrum too, and I'm in that same mode right now, same zone, same season, and I'm trying my best to enjoy it, because there's going to be a day when I know that, like, he's going to be in school all the time, full time. I'm going to miss him. And then he's going to be a time, like, I have friends that their children are getting ready for college. So imagine that, like, they're getting ready to leave, and they're actually already starting to feel, you know, the nervousness, the anxiety. I mean, there's definitely some excitement because they're really proud of their daughter in this particular case, but there's also some hesitation and some you know, a little bit of fear of change and, you know, what's going to happen. So yes, No Makeup, you and I especially, and all the moms out there with the little ones, we have to treasure these times. You know, even if their children are in middle school or high school, treasure these times because they're not always going to be at home. And I love that. So, and then the last tip that I have for mamas is to find a mama community. So wherever you are, you know, whether you are, whatever stage even of motherhood, it's great to have a supportive community. And I tell people a lot of times we think, especially when we're pregnant, that you know, our friends are going to be there for us. Our friends are going to be like our rock. And a lot of times our friends are, you know, they're so busy in their own lives, whether they have kids or don't have kids. And so it's really good to, especially when you start feeling a little bit of isolated, that you reach out to others, that you look for communities, that you create a community if you have to. I know when I gave birth and I was pregnant, I was not around any family, and I had made friends where I'd moved, but I'd only lived there for about a year, and this was San Francisco. And so I really had to find mother communities. Thank you so much for the hearts. I really, really appreciate it. I really had to find mother communities that would be supportive so I would not feel alone. I found those both in person. I joined 2 mother groups in the San Francisco area, and I also found them online. And I really feel like it's so key to not having isolation, like not feeling isolated. Natasha, hi Natasha, True Beauty from Oakland. Oh my goodness, yeah, you were right across the bay. I just moved back from the NorCal area, San Francisco area, about 6 months ago. And I do miss that area. I made really good friends there. Yay, I know I love that area. I miss it. I'm planning to go up north between now and the middle of October. I'm in the process of planning a trip. So I have great mother friends. I actually have one. This shows you how valuable your mama community is. I have a friend from a mama community that's actually coming into town this week, and we're visiting. We have maintained our mama bond and our friendship, even though now, I'm in SoCal and she's in NorCal. We're at least a 5-6 hour drive and an hour flight roughly away. But those bonds that you make yes, great. Beauty says great. Those bonds that you make, especially when you join a mother community, I really feel like they are strong because you share with each other, you're vulnerable, and if your kids are around the same age, they also create awesome bonds. But if you don't have an offline, meaning in real life community, I welcome you to join one that I've created. I created one called Bella and the Babe because all moms are beautiful with their children. And I'd love for you to join my mother community. It's free. It costs nothing for you to join, but I'm really, really big on community. I think that all moms need community. All moms need a place where they can vent, where they can share, where they can talk freely, where they can exchange resources and tools and share things like this. Mama advice. True Beauty says yes. It's so true and it's so needed. And now with our world becoming even more online and splintered off, sometimes people can actually feel disconnected, especially in their real life, like in the real world. So it really helps to create these kind of resources to really empower motherhood. So if you're interested in joining, again, it's free. It is bellaandthebabe.com/join. It's a free Facebook community. Right now, we are reading The Conscious Parent. Again, there's nothing to join. It's no cost to join. You just sign up, you just give your email, and that way I'll know who you are and be able to patch you through and get you into the Facebook group and get you connected with an awesome mama community. But again, quick advice, go with the flow, because we know that we make plans and then life throws curveballs. 2, this too shall pass. So it's like appreciate the season that you're in and also know if it's a rough one that it will change soon. Thanks GTKL Davis for joining. And 3, get connected to a mama community because mama support is so important. When you are a mother, having people that can relate to you and understand you, especially the season and moment that you're in, is incredibly important. So I'd love to chat and hear what you all have discovered as some mama advice. Is there anything that you want to share? I know Yang Lee had shared before how you should every morning look yourself in the eye and say awesome words to yourself, and that's so true. Like, we want to encourage ourselves. That's so key. So are there any other words of advice out there that you would share with all the mothers or fathers that are listening? We have, I know, Birth Guy on, who's doing daddy workshops and awesome things supporting breastfeeding. So would love to know if you have any mama advice or parenting wisdom out there. If not, I know there's always a lag with Periscope. If not, I encourage you all to, again, join my mother community. And that is bellaandthebabe.com/join. And if you have any questions or need to get in touch with me, you can reach me at bellaandthebabe.com. You can reach me through Twitter at CarmelBella, and of course through my site. And I'd love to hear from you. So if not, I thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, No Makeup says, enjoy each age because they will never be that again. That's been my motto. You know, that No Makeup, I absolutely love that. I so agree with you. I think that we totally have to remember, like, especially, I feel like especially when they're so small, that, you know, they're going to get big very, very quickly, and that it's so important to really value and treasure these times. So I think that's amazing advice, and I thank you so much for sharing it. So if this video helped you, please, you can share it. Share it with your followers or share it on Twitter. No Makeup says, people would say it flies by, and it does. It, you know, that is so true. It's flying by as we speak. Like I tell my little guy, okay, stay this small. And it's a joke, like he's huge already. So I totally agree with you. But Thank you so much for joining this awesome chat today. I really enjoyed talking with you. Thanks again. And if you think this would be valuable, please share it with your followers. You can share it even if it's on the replay. And definitely give hearts if it resonates with you. Again, if you're looking for a mama community, you can join my mama community, and that's bellaandthebabe.com/join. And go out, mamas, and have an awesome Sunday and do some self-care, which is what I always advocate. Oh, Birth Guy, thank you so much for sharing it. I really appreciate it. Have an awesome Sunday, and I'll talk with you guys soon. I'll definitely be on tomorrow. See you later.